This weekend, Skaventide came out of embargo, and inside, Games Workshop announced a new way to play Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, and it's Spearhead, where you take a starter box of models, you build them up, and you throw down with some rules available in here on a 30 by 22 board with a unique deck, unique missions, just for playing with this. Essentially, you can buy a Spearhead box set off the shelf. You and your mate can buy one, you can build them in the afternoon, and you can throw out a game on your coffee table within the hours, okay? So we can play a game very quickly. And they've announced the faction rules in here. And this book, this is available in the Skaventide box, has the rules for every single faction in the game. And guess what? A tier list, baby! We have 23 factions to have a look at. There are 2 Stormcast, 2 Skaven, then 1 for every other faction in the game. And we're going to be having a look, quick glance, and ranking them on how cool they sound in the game and vibes, okay? And just vibes. That's the plan. So it's a tier list, baby. Thanks to Games Workshop for sending the book through. And otherwise, let's start with Spearhead Stormcast Eternals. Now, there are 2 Spearhead armies for Stormcast. There is the new one that's available in Skaventide, and there is the old one in inverted commas, which is this one, which is essentially the units from Dominion. You got the Annihilators, you got Indrasta, you've got some Vigilators, which are very cool, or I think they're called Vigilators, and we've got a Chariot as well. Okay, the Stormcast one, I would say solid B tier. Fairly mediocre. Half your army's in reserve for most of the game, and then what is on the board is decent. The Chariot's decent. Again, it's very survivable. You could throw it in and be annoying. No, so you can't reinforce any of these units either because they don't have the reinforcements logo. So I'm going to say this one's solid B tier. It's decent. It's not great. Sylvaneth Spearhead now. Here we go. We've got a Tree Lord. We've got some Revenants. We've got some Turn-Off Hunters, and we've got a Caster as well. Not many models, which is nice. I think the Sylvaneth one's really cool. Again, I'm going off vibes mostly. I think Sylvaneth A tier. Reason being is because there's a lot of potential for healing. So even though you don't have many units, you can keep those units around for ages, and you can teleport them all around the board. And you can bring Tree Revenants back because they got the recycle icon. I think this one A tier, better than the Stormcast one for sure. Okay, Maggot King of Nurgle. An army after my heart. In this one, you're going to get the Spoilpot Scrivener, 10 Plague Bearers, 5 Blight Kings, and 2 Blight Lords on Blight Drones. A nice mix of mortal and demon, so a good start to an army. But not great. I do think it's probably B tier because you've got one unit's pretty good. They've got the plus spoil Blight Lords. The Spoilpox is only working with 5 Plague Bearers, so it's not very efficient with its ability. So maybe this is like high B, low A. All right, Gloom Spike Gates, baby. In here, you get quite a lot because all of the units are very cheap. In this, you get 1 Loon Boss. You get 2 units of 10 Stabbers, 2 units of 5 Squid Coppers, and 3 Rock Gut Troggos. So you get 5 units in this one. No, 6 units. We've got the character Loon Boss. Okay. Seems decent. You get a lot of bodies. Only a couple of bodies do anything. The Squid Hoppers are very fast, which means they can go do the battle tactics really easily, like being on the other side of the board when you need them to, grabbing the opponent's terrain and stuff like that. They can fly over, but as mentioned in chat, issue with Boing Boing is it'll be hard to move every unit because you can't end out within 3. There's not a great deal of space, so you can kind of stop it. But they can get objectives really fast. I think this one's really good. There's a lot in there as well. There's a lot to deal with. Now, the Troggos are a bit punchy, but not super punchy, but they're quite survivable. The Loon Boss is very tricksy. The Stabbers are going to be in the way. You're not going to kill them because you don't want to bring another 10 back. But also, you can keep bringing them back as well. And the Squigs are really fast. So I think that's an A tier. Maybe not as good as Sylvaneth. Maybe they are, but there's a lot in there, which is cool. Ogre Moor Tribes. The Tyrant is your general. 2 Mournfak in a pack. You've got 2 units of 3 Ogre Gluttons, and then 4 Lead Belchers and an Iron Blaster. So there's quite a lot for a big tanky army here. I'm going to be happy to put this in D tier if I can find it. Yeah, straight to D tier. Half the army's not there. The Tyrant's the best unit in the box. You can just shoot the shit out of him or just attack him. They've just held back most of it. I get it. They think they're probably going to overwhelm because everyone's got 4 health, but you'll be playing with like a couple of models. You get a good turn off. You focus each unit down. They're dead. Nothing can be reinforced. And then when things do come on, it doesn't do much. The Iron Blast is super scary, but it's 2 shots hitting on 4s. You can't all-out attack in this. You know, you don't get that in this one. So yeah, a bit rubbish to be honest. Soulblight Gravelords, the vampires. So Soulblight Gravelord in Spearhead is going to give you a general as a vampire lord. You're going to have 2 units of 10 skeletons, 5 blood knights, and 3 vargeist. Quite a lot of bodies, which is nice. I imagine the skeletons... Oh, the skeletons aren't reinforceable. I think that vampire lord is actually disgusting. I think he's right up there. That vampire lord is awful. I mean, even with Spirit Gale, that's funny. But you can just have him, like, teleporting. You could have the ignore negative modifiers from shooting. So you can just, like, get him in places and use Vile Transfer. And the Blood Knights are really good as well. The Blood Knights are so good. And then when the Vargeist come in, that's going to be great. Again, the Vargeist won't have much utility because they come in quite late. But they're really strong. Cities of Sigmar, baby. One of the newer Spearheads in the game. So, obviously only being released last year. Well, yeah, last year. Was it this year? The Free Guild Cavalier Marshal as your general. 10 Steel Helms, 5 Cavaliers, and an Ironweld Great Cannon. The commander's really good. This is a cool box. It's a nicer mix of units. It's not too expensive. And it's very good on the table. I think this is probably right up there with Soulblight. Steel Helms never die. I love to see it. Yeah, if you do actually kill the unit after they keep reviving them, like D3 a turn, D3 in the hero phase, they can just bring them back with reinforcements, which is great. The next one is Sons of Bahamut. This one's a funny one. 3 monsters. As you can see, like, you get to see this. This is what it looks like on each page because you've got these. That's it. That's the whole profile. It's 3 of them. 1 general and 2 normal ones. So, yeah, you've only got 3 models. And, yeah, you're not going to be able to, like, get to the opponent's, like, board edges. But you're going to be able to, like, hold their terrain because you're objective control 10. And they only have, like, units of 10. Control 10's wild. I think Spice not like 5. This one I don't like. I don't think this one should be in the game, to be honest. Honestly, it looks and sounds really scary, especially because you can reinforce. Why can they reinforce them? So yeah, S tier, I think, chat. The heal sounds crazy too. Yes, stuff from in my bag with faux chompers and the general taking extra big bag. That's brutal. Healing 2d3 each combat phase. Effectively 60 wounds. Yeah, plus healing. Plus healing D3 every combat phase. Okay, Daughters of Cain next. So this one has a mix of new and old units. It has the Melusai Iron Scale, which is the character. 5 Witch Elves, 5 Witch Elves, 5 Doomfire Warlocks, and the 5 Bloodstalkers. I'd say probably around here. Probably slightly better than the Maggotkin one. Solid B. It's good. You've got to survive to get the buffs. That's the issue with it, because they're not very survivable. Lumineth Realm Lords, baby. It's spear time. They have a Cathalar as their general. They have 2 units of 5 Sentinels. Venari or Rallin Sentinels, which is the spear guys. 2 units of 5 Bowmen. 10 Wardens and 5 Blade Lords. That's good. That's very good. I think that's A tier. I think probably better than the Sylvaneth one. That's very S tier. Maybe S tier? Maybe low S? The bows are really good. They're going to pick up a lot of units, I think. 3s and 4s with 20 shots in total. I think A tier because they are glass cannons, yeah. But they do have reinforcements, which is good. They don't heal very much. The sword masters are decent. Yeah, I'm gonna go with A tier. Seraphon. So I've played Seraphon. Okay, me and Elliot played with Seraphon in our first game. Seraphon seems decent. Okay, you have the Carnosaur as your general. 2 units of 5 Saurus Warriors and 3 Croxigors, okay? Very tanky, this one. The Croxigors are really good. The Carnosaur's pretty good and a big target. I think this one's probably A tier as well. Probably maybe here. Maybe better than the Glue Spike Gates because you can probably rip them up quite quickly because of the Croxigors having so many attacks. Crits is 2 hits with 12 attacks already. That's really good. So on average, you're going to hit 6 times, but probably one of them, it's probably going to be hitting 8 times and then wounding on 2s. That's really good. I think a good A tier box, I would say. Okay, we've got Nighthaunt next. You get a lot of bodies, a lot of ghosties. Quite a range of units as well, which is quite nice. You're going to get the Lord, no big monster, not a variety of units in here, but quite a lot of it. You're going to get the Knight of Shrouds as your general. You're going to get 3 Spirit Hosts, 2 units of 5 Grimghast Reapers, and 2 units of 10 Chain Rasps. So, like, quite a lot of models and quite a lot of units. 6 units again. I'm not super impressed. I think Nighthaunt just come over as, like, mediocre at best. There's no hard hitters, you're right. I haven't played it, so I'm going off vibes, a lot of it. Vibes of the rules I've read. I don't think it's great. I think the fight last is good, and the fact that the ethereal in such a small game is good. It's just the general's really good and nothing else is. So you're probably going to have to take the heal ability. Yeah, I'm going to leave them at high C. I think they won't go any lower than that. Because they're going to be a bit hard to kill. But they just don't do anything while they're there. That's the problem. Right, Flesh Eater Court time, baby. So another relatively new one. It's essentially the Flesh Eater Court starter box that came out. So you're going to have in this one, Arch Regent, 10 Crypt Guard, 3 Morbeg Knights, and a Vargulf Courtier. I'm going to say it's like low A tier, maybe high B. I mean, this is decent. I don't know how well it performed, but it feels very good. The characters are really good with some shitty units around, except for the Morbeg Knights. The Morbeg Knights are good. No, I'm going to put them in A tier. Low A, high B. Disciples of Tzeentch. Okay. Is the Magister on Disc of Tzeentch, which is your general. 3 Flamers, 3 Screamers, 2 units of 5 Zangor, and 10 Kyric Acolytes. That's a good one. I don't think it's amazing. It's good, though. Disciples of Tzeentch. I'm going to say high B. No reinforcements. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad. I like that one. A little bit tricksy. The Zangors are the crucial part. They've got 2 wounds, which is nice. Ideneth Deepkin. More elves. The last of the elves, I believe. We've got the Isharan Soul Scryer as a general. 3 Archelian Guard. 1 Archelian Alopex, the Shark. 2 units of 5 Namati Thralls. So, not a bad box. A nice variety. You've got a big shark. You've got some eels. They're really good. I think probably A tier, if not S. I think the enhancements aren't great, but the Namati, the eels are really good. And the Alopex really good as well. Sounds like a high A. Maybe a little bit higher. Bang in the middle. Yeah, with the Tides of Death as well. It's just the enhancements are a little bit of a letdown, but all the units seem really good. Caradron Overlords time. Caradron have a giant boat. You get a big boat. You get an Arcanaut, 5 Arcanaut Company, 5 Arcanaut Company. 1 of the unit has a Skypike, 1 unit has a Skyhook, and Ethermatic Volley Gun, 3 Skywalker Wardens, and a frigate. I do think this one's decent. I don't think it's the best one. I do think it's probably like a B tier, probably here maybe. It's probably a comparable with these two. Decent, seems well-rounded. The frigate's nice. The units are nice. Some of the abilities that they get aren't great. So I'm going to say that. Now we've got Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Now these are the ones I wanted to play in the Street Hammer event, which is happening on the 7th of July. Don't know if I mentioned it. Okay, Ossiarch Bone Reapers. You have a Mortison Soul Reaper as your general in this one. You've got 2 units of 10 Mortek Guard, 5 Cavalloth Death Riders, and the Gothisar Harvester. This one's cool. This is the one I was going to be playing in the event. I think it's fun. I think it's very cool. I don't think it's really strong. I think it's like a B tier. I think it's probably like here. I think it's decent. I think it's overall it's pretty nice. The Death Riders and the Harvest is good. The Soul Reaper's good. Maybe a little bit higher than what I've said. Maybe like up here. Maybe like similar to Tzeentch. So yeah, I think that was a good one. And you find, and what I'm finding is a lot of them feel very good. There's not many that feel bad. It's Slaves to Darkness time, baby. The original Archaon's Chosen. The tankiest of tanks. They get quite a lot. They get a Chaos Lord, a Chariot, 2 units of 5 Warriors, and 5 Chaos Knights. So a nice mix of units. This one's a little bit more in your face, a little bit straightforward. I really like the marks of the Eye of the Gods looking down on you every time you kill a unit or just hold an objective. I think this one's really good. I'm going to say this one's probably A tier. Very consistent, lots of nice buffs. All the enhancements are good. The regiment abilities are good. All of this just feels good. It's just the Chariot is probably the letdown here, to be honest. But the Chariot can just go in, charge some light infantry early game, sit on an objective, be annoying, and distract while your knights come and get a flank charge. Your warriors move up and grab objectives. So yeah, great abilities. Great abilities. Blades of Khorne. Bloodbound Gore Pilgrims is a Slaughter Priest, and then 2 units of 5 Blood Warriors, 10 Blood Reavers, and 3 Mighty Skull Crushers at £87.50. This one's really, really good. Maybe S? The fact that you can build up blood types so quick. Blades of Khorne, Spearhead is actually really good. Because of the fact that you have so many ways to get blood type points, the 2-up save and the fight and the just bunch of units. And you can bring it all on turn 1. Puts it right up there. I think that was good. That was very good. Hedonites. We're getting through all the Chaos ones very quickly. You got the Shard Speaker as your general. 5 Blissbarb Archers, 1 with the Homunculus. Another 5 Blissbarb Archers. 5 Slick Blade Sleekers, and 3 Slangor. Okay. So 2 units of 5 Archers, which are not going to be able to hold ground too much, but they're going to be able to hold back line. You got like a bit of a tanky unit, and then a speed unit, and then a character. I'm not super excited about this one. Probably C tier. I don't think you'll be able to get the depravity fast enough, but you're going to be forcing your opponent to get it. If you roll a couple of 1s or 2s, it's going to take you so long to get any depravity points. I think the Slick Blade Seekers are nice, and 4 wounds each is also nice. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm going to put them in C tier. Because the Blissbarb Archers, they got 1 wound as well, and the other move's 6. Okay, we've got the basic one from the Stormcast box now, from Skaventide. The Vigilant Brotherhood, which is a Lord Vigilant on Griffstalker, a Veritan, 3 Prosecutors, and 5 Liberators. Now, I've played this one. I do think this one's really good. Because it's got the Prosecutors, which are great, and the Reinforceable. Prosecutors are goated. This is a sick box, okay? This is really good. I think probably high A, if not S tier. I think the prosecutors make this box so sick, especially because I don't know why they're reinforceable. They shouldn't be, but they are. Skaven time. So we got the old Skaven one, which is a Grey Seer, 3 Storm Fiends, a Warp Lightning Cannon, 2 units of 10 Clan Rats. So quite a lot. Storm Fiends are obviously quite scary. The big cannon as well is obviously going to be quite scary. This one's sick. Those Storm Fiends are scary. Very, very scary. It's a Skaven world, and we're just living in it. Okay? There's no downside to the Warp Lightning Cannon. It's a Storm Fiend world, and we're just living in it. Okay? S tier, best one. Honestly, insanely good, I think. I think those Storm Fiends are going to be an absolute bitch to deal with in this game. Right, we've got the other Skaven one now. Clawlord, great unit. If it takes a single damage, it's got 8 attacks with its halberd, which is sick. This one's good. I don't think it's as good as the Storm Fiend one. I do think it's very good. So I'm probably going to be like A tier, maybe probably like here. So body something with your clan rats, you're doing loads of damage. Body something with your rat ogres, you're doing loads of damage. Imagine if you rat ogres and clawlord are in combat together. Their flame is Ren 3, which is insane. So we got Fire Slayers. Now this one is all infantry, which is a bit of a shame. Now, and obviously it's limited by the Fire Slayers range. So Fire Slayers have a trouble with the range because it's just all infantry. They have a Battlesmith, 5 Hearthguard Berserkers, and then 4 units of 5 Volkite Berserkers. That's a pretty funny one. I just think you get loads of dudes, don't you? And you can just go, here's 10 of them in your face, turn 1. So that's an interesting one. I don't know if it's amazing. Maybe like a low B. Just because there's so many dudes. It's like 40 wounds, 15 attacks at 4-3 round 1. They do hit quite hard. It's just all dudes though, innit? You know what I mean? Maybe mid B. Maybe better than the Karajan one. Better than the other dwarves. Finally, the Orruk War Clans, which is exclusively the Dominion bot for Cruel Boys. You get Killer Boss on Gnashtooth, a Merc Knob with the Belcher Banner, 3 Man Skewer Bolt Boys, 2 units of 5 Gut Rippers, and a Beast Skewer Killbow. I like how it's a Beast Skewer Killbow instead of the Hobgrots, which makes it a bit interesting. Start of any combat phase, or during any combat phase, pick your general to use his ability, and then pick another friendly unit, hold within 12. You both have the strike first. That's a good ability. Problem is, the rest of the game, it doesn't do anything. It's only that one combat phase. There's a potential of 8 of them. It's decent. Covered in mud, pick a friendly unit to use this ability. In this battle, that unit is not visible to enemy models that are more than 12 away from it. That's very good. You can put that on your kill bow. You can put it on the Manskewer Bolt Boys. This one's decent. I like this one. And it's also what got me back into AOS. So I think it's going to be like an A tier. I think I prefer it to the Skaven one. And I think I'm going to put it there. That is my Spearhead tier list from Storm Fiend to ABC. And don't be in this game, please. Thank you to Games Workshop for sending through Fire and J with a Skaven type box to have a look at the rules preview. Tier lists are fun to have a look at. Don't think too much into them. If I said your army was bad and you do really well with them, I'm just going off vibes. I haven't played all of these. I've played a handful. I'm just going off vibes. What I've just read, I'm like kind of going. It's very subjective. It doesn't mean a lot. If you disagree with anything I've said, then do let me know down in the comments below. But otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Also, check out the content creator event I'm doing on the 7th of July. Spearhead, okay? 8 Street Hammer Spearhead. There's another advert. There's the ad. Love you. Bye. Bye.